Our campus for many years has been one of the fastest growing campuses in the nation. I got here 7 years ago, we had like 1,500 students, and today we have about 6,000. And we've added something like 50 new degrees. So we've undergone this tremendous growth. It's the front door of the university. It's our most important marketing tool. It's our most important communications tool. It's where prospective students, current students, their parents, our donors, our supporters, it's where our community finds us.
The traffic on the site, it averages about 16,000, a little over 16,000 unique page views per day. As far as number of pages, I think we're around, well, if you spider the site, it's around the 5,000 range, and then that's for pages, and then in addition there's PDFs. Videos, usually it's YouTube. They're housed in YouTube and then embedded in our site.
We have a lot of needs. So obviously students want to find information about their classes, and they want to find information about their potential faculty that they're going to have. They want to find things easy. So just tell me what events are happening. Tell me how I can get the calendar. Tell me how I can find out tuition. So now our faculty have different needs. Our faculty want to find each other so they can collaborate on research. They want to show the university in the best light possible so that they can compete for grants. What we know is that people looking for jobs is the number 3 most frequently searched item on our website. So the website is certainly where we position ourselves as a potential employer, as a potential place for the community to partner with. So it's a critical tool in that way.
Bringing a CMS to our campus, some of the things that it provided us is that we had lots of small mini applications that had been developed over the years, and bringing a CMS into our environment, the hope and expectation is that we'd be able to retire a lot of those custom work in favor of the CMS providing the majority of those capabilities. And some of the things that it really offered at that time was granular permission structure, which was really hard to find across the board in other CMS systems. Granular permission structure was one of the defining points, was a defining difference from what we were seeing in a large part across the board.
I went from the very beginning with the first implementation that they've kept the templating system somewhat simplified, so that it's easy for a school or a unit to fall in that fairly easily. So really those units really just have to concentrate on their content.
I'm primarily a .NET Windows person, so I hang around with people like myself, and there aren't that many .NET based CMSs out there that are this good.
We've been using this version of our CMS for a long time. We're a small team, we're short-staffed, and we were missing important improvements that the vendor had to offer because we weren't updating regularly. So we also had a lot of legacy customizations and things that were holding us back from being more nimble and responsive to the organization needs.
Across the university system is structured, is somewhat decentralized, and organizations want to have a large amount of freedom to really get their own message out about their own services. And so in order to give them freedom to do that, but be in a unified structure, we had to give them a sandbox, in short, where centrally we had the ability to control the things that we need to control, but provide them with the capabilities to get their message out the way that they want to get their message out.
We're designing a website that can be displayed on any device, whatever device calls it, it'll display. And that said, we're a small team, so I don't have the bandwidth to look at all the bright, shiny objects out there, so I'm really focusing right now on mobile. Otherwise, our data tells us that most people still come to the website from the desktop, but clearly, to be competitive, we have to have a mobile website.
You want to do everything on their mobile device. They're not a desktop person. So I think over the next few years, you see the trend changing quite a bit.
And when you think about what our students are doing, they're looking for courses, they're looking for pretty detailed information, and that's not something you do on your phone, not typically. And some of the more complex transactions, most universities don't offer yet, like scheduling for classes. That's really hard to do online or on a phone. We have 200 web publishers on campus that have some hand in updating websites. So we had to train all them to adapt to the new CMS, and we had to learn how to do things because these customizations were doing important tasks for us. So we had to learn how to do those things, either using the vanilla version of our CMS or to find other ways to do it. So long story short, they kicked all the administrators off campus about 2 years ago. So we're actually about a half mile off campus in a different place. So it's a 10-minute walk to campus, but it's been difficult because we're not in the heart of campus anymore. We talk to our IT colleagues constantly, but we're on Slack or we're on IM, and then we'll walk over every week and have a meeting. We moved the website to the cloud, which I'm sure the IT colleagues told you. So that was a major outcome. I can't speak for industry, but I think that's where most universities are going. And I think universities are being highly courted by Microsoft and Amazon to do that, and they're making it attractive and affordable to do so. Certainly it's cheaper. It relieves a lot of the burden, so we don't have to have as many people maintaining servers and that kind of thing. But we're in a place where we lose power a lot. A windstorm comes through and we lose power. And so I used to have to scramble. So now it's in the cloud, and so now we have a great deal of redundancy, which makes me sleep better at night. The CMS, the desk, is much faster because it's in the cloud now. It used to, editing was a painful process, and now it's much faster. We have millions of visitors to our website and thousands of visitors to our physical campus. So I consider this the most important communications tool that we have. It plays a role in every single thing we do, from attracting quality faculty to prospective students to communicating with parents to crisis communications so it serves every purpose for the university. Part of the long-term strategy in this is that now that we've gotten rid of that legacy code and we've upgraded to the most current version, that future upgrades will be easier.
So I feel that we have selected a platform that it is future-proof, that it offers a lot of scalability and allows us to be agile to the business need. Schools, universities have budgetary issues, so you want to get the most with your money. My advice would be to look for a product that is scalable, easily maintainable, that is built based on the latest best practices, and certainly and look for a vendor that has a great technical support.
We're very under-resourced, like most of your readers will be. So I would say if there's a outstanding upgrade that needs to be done, go ahead and do it. It's not going to get any easier. Don't wait. We've been in this compelling situation where we've been growing so quickly that we haven't upgraded our infrastructure as quickly as we needed to. So I would say, don't wait, do it.